Hi, I'm A.C.Strange and this is the Bad Movie Show, Episode 6, the Pothead Movie Show. I know what you're thinking. And besides that, I happen to like pothead movies. They're weird. All of them. Any kind that you see. Like dramas like Homegrown, action like Pineapple Express, or one of the many documentaries. They're all weird. So tonight I have 3 weird movies for you loaded with potheads. So first up, tonight I have Evil Bong, Full Moon Pictures, 2006, not rated. Produced and directed by Charles Band, and he's like the Jim Henson of horror. He also created the Puppet Master series, so yay, Charles Band! I have to say that when we found this movie, actually my husband found this in 7-Eleven, and when he bought it, we thought it was like a pothead horror movie, and we were really excited, like, yeah! But it's kind of mild in horror, so, boo, but still cool, still cool. Okay, so this has cameos by Tim Thomason and Bill Moseley and Tommy Chong, who plays Jimbo. But this story is about Alistair, who's a super ultra mega nerd, and he needs a place to stay, and he rents space on the floor in this apartment that it has 3 stoners living in it. But Alistair doesn't smoke, but he doesn't mind that they smoke. Right. Anyway, with Alistair's money, the guys buy a haunted bong and named Evie. And when they smoke from the bong, they get hypnotized and mentally go inside the bong. And while they're in the bong, they're in this like really cool and weird strip club where weirder things happen, and even like things like one of the guys gets sucked in and he's getting this lap dance by this girl who has skulls on her boobies, and their mouths chomp and they rip out his throat, and when they die in the bong, they die in real life. So this guy dies, and his friends have no idea what to do, so they hide the body and have a little party. They invite these girls over, and during the party they smoke from the bong, and they start to, you know, pass out and die. So it's up to Alistair to smoke and go inside the bong to save his friends and the girl that he likes. So this movie is really weird and, to me, a little boring, but really funny. One of my favorite part is they start to pass out during the party, and this girl's trying to turn on her boyfriend, and she starts talking all weird to him, and then she, out of nowhere, comes out on a pogo stick and starts jumping around for him, going, "Oh, I know you like it. I know you like it." It's just, it's weird. It's weird enough to get a 3 out of me, and I know that a lot of my guy friends would like this movie, so I'm gonna give it a 3 and a see it. And my husband thought it was hysterical, and he really liked it, so he says see it too. Yeah, so that's it for Evil Bong with Tommy Chong. Next up, How High, Universal Pictures, rated R, 2001. Written by Dustin Lee Abraham and directed by Jesse Gillen, starring Method Man, Redman, Mike Epps, Fred Willard, and Jeffrey Jones, who plays the Vice President. And let's not forget Lark Voorhees from Saved by the Bell. And this is about Silas, who's an urban botanist with a dream. And he gets inspired to go to college after the accidental death of his friend Ivory. And when Ivory dies, Silas takes the ashes and mixes it in with soil and grows the greatest bud of all time. And he goes to take his THC test to get into a good college. And when he's going to take the test, he goes to smoke, but he has no blunts. And he meets Jamal, who has blunts, but no pot. So when they smoke, they see Ivory. And he tells them that he's going to help them pass the test. And he does. And they get the best grades possible. And they get accepted into Harvard. And just craziness ensues. While there, they meet the wackiest characters. They meet I Need Money and Volunteer Officer Picklestein, who's my favorite, and of course Dean Cain. And it ends up with the whole school smoking from a bong, who was originally designed by Benjamin Franklin, who shows up at the end with Ivory to join the party. So I'm going to give this a 4 and a recited rating, because basically this is hysterical, and this has so many great lines in it. One of my favorites is, "Girl, I love Ben Franklin, and I could listen to you talk about his sticking ass all night long." I love that. Another is, "That shit on your lip got some shit on its lip." That shit is awesome. I use that all the time, anytime I can. So, I'm going to give this a 4, and definitely recite this, because I do. Last but not least, of course I have to, you know, Cheech and Chong. The Cheech and Chong's next movie. Written by Cheech and Chong, directed by Tommy Chong, and starring Cheech Marin, Tommy Chong, Edie McClurg, and Paul Reubens, who I have to stop right here and say, if you do not know, Paul Reubens is the brilliant actor who plays Pee Wee Herman. I'm a gigantic Paul Reubens fan, so you must know. And so let's go on. In this movie, Cheech and Chong played degenerates, and it starts off with them siphoning gas from a tow truck and filling up a garbage can, taking it to their car, filling up their car, getting in and driving around and lighting up a joint, and they blow up. So that's how this starts. There's a whole bunch of different bits, but to get into the story, Cheech has a hot date with this chick named Donna, and at the same time his cousin Red calls, but he doesn't want to go. So he sends Chong instead. So Chong goes to meet Red, who's played by Cheech too. And Cheech is in the hotel and he has no money to pay. And Red has a duffel bag filled with pot, but he has no money. So Chong and Red go through the city and cause total chaos and mayhem. They go to a massage parlor. They go to a rich person's house where they meet up with Chicken Charlie, and they have dinner with his wife, his daughter, and his girlfriend. And then they go to a comedy club where they go to see Pee Wee Herman. They go to see Pee Wee Herman, who actually is the hotel manager. When they meet up, when Chong goes to meet Red, and Pee Wee's like all pissed off, and he has these bouncers go beat him up, and it starts this whole riot in the comedy club, and then they get away. And while they're getting away, they run away from these cops. They end up in this massive pop field. They get abducted by aliens. They do space coke. This is ridiculous, this movie. And just crazy, weird, and burnt. I give this a 4, and it gets a recited rating, of course. And seeing Pee Wee Herman cursing and being a complete jerk is worth buying this movie. So if you don't have it already, get it. And for all you Pee Wee Herman fans, if you don't know, now you know. So to end the show on kind of a sad note, Roger Ebert died today, and he was not only a legendary film critic, but he also wrote a movie called Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, which just happens to be one of my favorite movies. And I urge you to put it on your list and see it. I'm going to review it at a later date. I'd like to say that he was an influence and an inspiration on what I'm doing here, as well as the kind of stuff I write. So I'd like to say thank you very much, Mr. Ebert, for everything. And that's it for me tonight. If you know any really cool pothead movies that you think I should see, please let me know. And as always, watch more movies. I'm A.C.Strange, and this is Bad Movie Show. Good night.